Welcome to Amazing Women, where we empower and inspire women to excel in their careers, personal lives, and beyond. I am Adenike Adekpito, and today we are diving into the world of entrepreneurship, specifically how to turn your passion into a thriving business. Many women dream of leaving their traditional jobs to follow their passion, but the journey from idea to business success isn't always easy. Whether it's creating a product, starting a service, or turning a hobby into business, entrepreneurship offers a unique opportunity for women to achieve financial independence and personal fulfillment. Today, we are thrilled to have with us Alhaja Akorede Oloto, the MD and CEO, Korad Limited, who will share our experience and advice on how to take passion and turn it into sustainable, thriving business. Thank you for joining us today, Alhaja Oloto. Yes, we are eager to hear your insights on this exciting and interesting topic. According to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, women now make up 49% of entrepreneurs worldwide. Many of these women start businesses based on their passions, but research shows that businesses driven by passion are more likely to succeed in the long term due to higher levels of personal investment and motivation. These statistics highlight the growing presence of women in entrepreneurship and the importance of aligning passion with business pursuits to create lasting success. Many people dream of turning their passion into business. Now, but the struggle is with how to start and how to take the first leap. Now, can you give us a tip or the first thing to do when you're thinking about transitioning your dreams or your passion into business?
Determination. You have to be determined. You can't just have passion and you won't be determined to do what you want to do or to become who you want to become. So determination, firstly, you have to be determined.
Okay, so do we have more key ingredients into turning that into reality?
Yes, you have, no, firstly, like I said earlier, you have to be determined. Determination is a good key for someone that has a passion to do something. Mm-hmm. When you have passion to do this, for example, I like fashion. And while I was in school, everybody knows me to be a fashionable person.
Okay.
So from there, I picked interest. I started selling clothes to my friends. I didn't give up. I was determined that, oh, this particular business, I want to be successful in it. I want people to know me for what I'm doing. So whatever you want to do, whether you want to turn your passion to something, you want to turn your dream to whatsoever, you have to be determined. Be determined that as an entrepreneur, you should be ready to face the risk of businesses, whatever businesses you want to do. So the only thing that can keep you going, that can make you strong, that you won't give up, is when you have determination.
Okay, so now when you've determined and then you identify your passion, how then can you, translate it into business plan and idea?
Of course, there are many possible ways for you to, like I said earlier, once you have passion for a particular thing, and you are determined to do it. It is a different thing for you to have passion for something, and it is a different thing for you to be determined to be successful in that thing. So once you have passion for it, and you are determined to do that thing, definitely there are so many things there are so many steps you can take, because you have passion for it, you are determined, so you are ready to face whatsoever challenges that comes your way. So once you can face challenges in a business, I think you're free to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and I'm sure in all of this you made a lot of research, right?
Of research.
Yes.
Research. You know, it's good to make a research before going into a business. But for somebody that have a passion for a particular thing, you might not really do research. Because whether you do research or you don't do research, fine, research is good and is important.
Yeah.
Before you do any business, I think you need to research. You need to search for what you want to do. You need to be sure of the place you are going to. But for somebody that has a passion for something, when you have a passion for something, even when people tell you that, oh, this thing is not a good thing, don't do it, I've made my research, it's not profitable, it's not this, it's not that. But because you have passion for it, you are determined to do it. The fact that other people does not succeed in it, or the business is somehow, does not mean you will not succeed. So your passion and determination, that is why I said determination earlier. Once you are determined to do something, nothing can change it. You might have passion for something, and if you are not determined, you won't be able to pursue it. But once you are determined that this is the thing I want to do, no matter the research, fine, you can make research, accepted. So you know how to go about the business. Because you can't just say, because I have passion for something and I'm determined I want to do it like that. At least you need to make some of your findings to know what what the business really entails.
Entails, yes.
So once you do your research, that's why I didn't mention research in the first place. Is if you do research, for instance, if you want to do a business and you do a research, once you see that the thing or somebody says it's not profitable, is risky, is this, is that, you just be like, I back up, I don't want to do this thing. But once you have passion for it and you are determined, like my clothing line now, there's nothing anybody can tell me.
I like
I'm
that.
determined to do it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I am determined to do it. Even this dollar issue, the dollar high rate is frustrating business owners, but we move because I'm determined to do it. It is my passion. It is what I like doing.
Okay, so now with your passion and your determination, and you've got the zeal to want to do it, sometimes fear creeping. Some might be afraid of the fear of uncertainty, fear of the unknown. How can you, or what advice can you give to entrepreneurs out there on how to curb fear? Fear in driving markets nowadays, and how do they go about being afraid to start something?
This question you asked me, a friend of mine still asked me yesterday. She wants to do a particular business. She has really made her research and she's afraid. She doesn't just want to put money there. Well, anything you want to do in this life, like I always tell people, you put God first.
Absolutely.
You put God first. No amount of word can push you to do a particular thing. Once you put God, you tell God, this is what I want to do. I'm determined to do this thing. I have passion for it. I can do it. I want to pave my way in this particular industry. You keep pushing. Nothing comes easy.
Exactly.
Nothing. There is no job you want to do that does not have its own challenges. So as a businesswoman, before you can think that I want to be a businesswoman, I want to be an entrepreneur, you should be able, you should conclude in your mind that you want to take a risk. You might win or you might lose. That is business. Some people will want to do business, they will do like 3 businesses and it will fail. It doesn't mean the 4th one will.
Now, speaking of challenges, so what are the common challenges entrepreneurs face in the early stages, and what can they do to navigate them?
The challenges early entrepreneurship faces, that should be fundraising, one. That's finances. Do you have capital for the business you want to do? A lot of people make a lot of mistakes when they want to start their business. Firstly, there are some things you need to put into consideration when you want to start your business. After having passion for it, your determination, you need money. There is nothing you want to do that does not involve money. So the type of business you want to do, the money you have, the money you intend to start the business would determine the type of business you want to do. Will determine whether you want to be an wholesaler or a retailer, or you want to, you need to have money. You need to be sure of yourself. You need to make your findings that how much do I need to have to start this business? Because you can't start a business with a particular amount that you are not supposed to start with, and you won't make profit. You end up getting tired. So you need to be sure of the amount you need to start a business before going into a particular business. Then number 2, I can talk of let's just say time. There are some businesses that are time consuming.
Demanding.
So you need time. You need time for your business. Not that you want to do 2-3 things at the same time. I'm working somewhere, I'm working for somebody, and I still want to be an entrepreneur. No, it's not good for early stage of businesses. You need time. You need to study your business before you can put somebody there to help you. You can't just say because I have money, I want to open, okay, I'm a banker. For example, I'm a banker and I want to start selling wigs. So I'll just open the wig shop because I have money and I'll put somebody there. For a business you are just starting, you don't even know the logic of the business. The person you employed will be the one that will be taking all your profits because you are not there to study your business. You don't even know your targeted audience, your targeted clients. You don't know anybody. You don't really know much about the business. So that you should be able to give your business time. Time is very, very important in business. Time and financing is very, very important when you want to start a business. In a nutshell, you need time, dedication, and finances.
That's interesting. In a nutshell, you need time, dedication, and financing. Thank you so much. Now, we've already touched on the first step to turning your passion into a business. But there's so much more to explore. After the break, we'll dive deeper into how to build a brand and market your business effectively. Stay tuned with us. Welcome back to Amazing Women. Before the break, we discussed the first steps in turning your passion into a business. Now let's talk about branding and marketing, two crucial elements that can make or break a new venture. Branding is such an important part in today's marketing. Now, Mar, as an entrepreneur, how do you build a strong brand identity?
Well, that's very important in a business. You need to build a brand identity. Is very important. You look at what you want to do, what you want to sell out to people. That will determine the identity of your business. For instance, now I run a boutique. I have a boutique. So I actually got my name from myself and my daughter.
Oh, you coined the brand name
from my name and my daughter. And for some people, they don't really do that. Since they want to go into fashion, for example, they'll look at what is similar to that fashion, a name that people will hear, and it would really interest them, to persuade them to come and patronize them. Because you need to build something good for your brand. You can't be running a brand that you don't have an identity.
Yeah.
People will not trust you. People won't patronize you. You need a good identity for your business, a name that will speak for the business itself.
Okay, so what are the key elements to branding now?
The key elements to branding? Well, it depends on the business you are doing. It depends on the business you are doing. It depends on the level of your business. It depends on the way you want to build the business. For instance, now, for social media businesses, for people, because I feel anybody that wants to run a business now would definitely advertise on social media.
Exactly.
You will find a way, you will find your way to one of the social media
platforms. Yeah.
Exactly. Either you want to do it on Instagram. For people on Instagram now, there is no way you can run a business on Instagram without doing sponsored ad.
Yes.
So where you want your market to sell, you need to make your research and know what is really moving, what is going. For TikTok people now, they don't run sponsored ad, but for TikTok now, they like people that speak Yoruba very well. Most especially if your targeted audience had Yoruba. You need to speak it very well. They like you coming out with your realities, telling them when you want to sleep, when you wake up, showing them all those kind of stuff. Those are the things that can make people come to your page and patronize you on TikTok. But for Instagram, you need to do sponsored ad. You need to sign influencers, celebrities to push your brand for you. So you need to study where you feel your brand can move. It is not all social media places your brand can move. You need to make your own research and find a social media platform that your market can move. That is for social media. Then for business too, if you want to rent a space for your business, look at the environment of where you want to establish your business. See if what you want to do can actually move or pull crowd in the environment.
As a location.
At the location. So those are the kind of things you need to watch before establishing yourself. You can't just say, I want to sell something now because my friend has a shop here, I need to have beside my friend. No, you need to look at what you are doing, where you can sell your own market. You cannot go and sell clothes where they are selling meat. People coming to that market are actually coming for food stuff, not for clothes. But if you go to Balogun market now, for example, you can't say you want to go and buy meat in Balogun. It is clothes. They sell fashion items there. They sell jewelry. So you need to look at those aspects.
That's interesting.
Those aspects, they're very, very important. You need to look at those aspects before thinking of
Thank you so much.
more.
Thank you so
on
much.
it. You're welcome.